And hello and good evening and welcome here to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as OKC Dodgers baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with a free iHeartRadio app. Daniel Villas here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, producer and engineer. Back in our 1340 studios is David Heller. The Dodgers taking on the San Antonio Missions here tonight. Dodgers coming in at 93 and 34. San Antonio is 64 and 63 on the season. Let's take a look at our starting lineups presented by OK811. We begin in with the San Antonio Missions. Corey Ray, the center fielder, will lead it off. Bryce Terang, the second baseman, batting second. Ryan Heatley, the first baseman, batting third, with Logan Morrison, the right fielder, batting fourth. Lucas Erceg, the third baseman, batting fifth, with Side Hinojosa, the shortstop, batting sixth. Keon Bruxton, the left fielder, will bat seventh. Carlos Leal, the catcher, batting eighth. Bowden Francis, the starting pitcher for the Missions, he's batting ninth. He is currently 8-5 with a 2.53 earned run average. And for the Oklahoma City Dodgers, leading off in left field is Barrett Barnes. Michael Busch, the shortstop, batting second. Jacob Amaya, the first baseman, batting third, with DJ Peters, the center fielder, batting fourth. Keibert Ruiz, the switch hitter, batting fifth. Luke Raley, the right fielder, bats sixth. Justin Yurchik, the second baseman, batting seventh. Nolan Gorman, the third baseman, batting eighth. Josiah Gray, the starter for the Dodgers, he's batting ninth. He is currently 6-1 with a 2.49 earned run average. His sixth start, 50 2/3 of an innings, 16 runs, 14 earned on 39 hits, 47 strikeouts, a walk, and opponents are batting .224 against lefties, .193 against lefties, 224 against righties. Jeez, I can't talk.
Josiah Gray is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under .250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
So coming to the plate, Corey Ray.
Corey Ray,
set for baseball
250 average.
The center fielder.
7 homers, 23 RBIs. He's batting from the left side.
Here comes the
First pitch of the night for Gray. That's strike one, and we're underway here tonight.
Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose.
Here's a ground ball to the shortstop for the first, and there's the first out here in the top of the first. The defense for the Dodgers from left to right goes Barrett Barnes, DJ Peters, and Luke Raley. Nolan Gorman's at third, Michael Busch, the shortstop. Second baseman, Justin Yurchik. First baseman is Jacob Amaya, and the catcher is Keibert Ruiz. One away for Bryce Terang.
Bro, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. Both these guys can execute and have a chance to go
249 average for Bryce Terang, 1 homer and 18 RBIs. He's batting from the left side.
2-out knock with runners in scoring position.
Ray's first pitch.
Into the box now, Bryce Terang. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run, 18 driven in.
It's going to be interesting to see how he does here tonight. Dodgers in their home whites tonight. Dodgers across the front in blue script. Red numbers on the front, blue numbers and letters on the back. White pants, blue hats with the white OKC letters on the front. San Antonio in their gray jerseys here tonight. Let's do this, make it a little easy. San Antonio across the front in white script. Navy numbers on the front, navy numbers on the back. Gray pants, navy hats, gray brims with a white M on the front. Here's the next pitch for Terang.
is offered
Swing
at
and
a
a
miss
miss on
for
the
the
slider
first
for strike one.
Turang is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, Matty, this guy's got some of the best hands in the game. It doesn't matter. Shortstop, second base, could pretty much put him wherever you want in the infield.
77 degrees overcast, guys. That's blowing 2 miles an hour to right field.
Any way he can.
We'll get to your umpires in just a second.
Slow
There's a ground ball.
Scooped up.
Picks up by Amaya over the first, and there's the second out. Your umpires here this evening, from right to left, by the way, your unplayed umpire is home plate is Mr. Rusty Valentine, Jerry Hisdale at first, Kenny Jansen at second, and Mike Fillmore is at third.
Next in at the
Ryan
plate is
Heatley,
Ryan
241
Heatley.
average, 10
As we run
homers
to
and
the
52
numbers to see the splits
RBIs.
between
He's batting
July and
right.
August.
Batting from the right side.
He's ready.
Josiah's first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider for strike one.
2 out, nobody on.
The next pitch.
Now a swing and a ball
Little
popped in the air
pop-up.
back behind short.
Nice catch by the shortstop Bush, and that will be a 1-2-3, top of the first. Go to the bottom of the inning. The Dodgers and the Missions are scoreless here in OKC.
So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. So striding.
Bowden Francis is the pitcher for the Missions. Go over his stats in just a second. 20th start, 8-5 record, a 2.53 earned run average, 114 innings, 32 runs on 88 hits, 138 strikeouts, 49 walks. Opponents batting .232 against lefties, .192 against righties. The defense for the Missions from left to right goes Keon Broxton, Corey Ray, and Logan Morrison. Lucas Erseg is at third. Cide Hinojosa, the shortstop. Second baseman Bryce Turang. First baseman Ryan Heatley. And Carlos Leal, the catcher.
Now, Barrett Barnes.
Barnes, 279 average, 9 homers, 30 RBIs. Batting right. First pitch. There's a fly ball to left field. Left fielder is going back. Broxton's got it, and there's the first out.
Great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, taking a look at the research packet and now taking a look at the lineup. This team has to know one thing. Do not make this a
Michael Bush,
game.
406 average, 11 homers, 23 RBIs, batting right, left. First pitch for Francis. Swings at the ground ball to right center field for a base hit. So there's the first hit for the Dodgers here tonight.
What you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters.
I'll bring up Jacob Amaya. Rating 1 average, 6 homers, 37 RBIs.
To the plate now, Jacob Amaya.
There's a ground ball, the second for one to throw to first in time, and that's the inning. Lorenza hit and a runner left.
Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3.
For the second, no score.
We're off to the second, scoreless on the show.
Yep. Off to the second inning.
All set for the start of the inning. And digging in is the outfielder, Logan Morrison.
Logan Morrison, 247 average, 14 homers, 53 RBIs.
Infield in the overshift
batting
here
left.
now, the pitch.
First pitch.
And he goes
Ground
against
ball.
the shift there as this is on
Got
the
it.
ground to the left
Throw to
side.
first
And
is
he
not in
there.
time.
I know that has to be frustrating.
That is a base hit
from
for the
pitcher's
Missions.
standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still
Lucas Erseg,
one good
281
pitch
average,
away
11
from getting a
homers,
double play.
53
One
RBIs.
of the things you want to do is make quality pitches
First
as
pitch.
a pitcher. There's not much you
Swings
can
and
do right
fouls
there.
it
You make
back.
a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know,
Josiah has been pitching very good so far.
281 the average entering play. 11 home runs, 53 RBIs.
Strike two on the
Taken, but
fastball.
called for strike two on the outer part of the zone.
0 for 3 with a walk last night.
Fastball
Fastball called for strike 3. And there's the first out here in the second. First strikeout for Gray. And there's the first out. CJ Hinojosa.
CJ Hinojosa.
Hinojosa. 175 average, 2 homers, 15 RBIs. Batting right.
From the
Gray's
stretch.
first pitch. Strike one.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective.
Swing and a miss on the slider for strike two.
Behind 0-2 now.
Next pitch.
Count and the pitch.
Fly ball.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow
nice
center.
catch
Rayleigh has to come
by
in
Rayleigh,
the next area
and there's
code
the
to put
second
this
out
one
here in
away.
the second.
Wow.
Keon
So
Broxton,
runner at first
237
with two
average,
away.
9 homers, 25 RBIs, 17 stolen bases, 9th with the Missions. Swing and a miss on a fastball for strike one on the first pitch. Moving forward, a pair of strikeouts last night. This pitch swings and fouls it back. Gray is up, next pitch. Swings a fly ball to left field. Peters has got it.
Peters is there,
And that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Missions. We go the bottom of the inning. Dodgers and the Missions are scoreless. Only takes one little swing at the bat to get something.
Ready to go for the last.
DJ Peters, 367 average, 28 homers, 108 RBIs. He's batting from the right side.
Half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, DJ Peters.
First pitch. Fly ball to left field for a base hit.
That's a base hit into center field. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
.380 average, 44 homers, 108 RBIs for Ruiz.
He swings
Out of the way.
and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A runner at first with. No outs here.
Next pitch.
And he turns on
There's
one,
a fly
sending
ball
it
to
high
deep
and
right
deep
field,
to
going
right.
back to the wall, and it's gone.
That one is gone.
2-run homer for Keibert Ruiz.
A two-run blast to straightaway right field. 45 home runs now
45th home run, and the Dodgers lead it 2-0.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Rayleigh, 367 average, 25 homers, 107 RBIs. Fly ball to deep right field, going back to the wall, and it is also off the wall. Almost a home run. Rayleigh is going to round for second and not in time. Justin Yurchik's 500 average, no homers, 2 RBIs. Batting left.
Standing in now, Justin Yurchik. He swings and sends it in the air to right center
That's
field.
a pop-up.
Morrison's
Morrison's got it, and there's the second. First down, the second.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league.
Not the season San Antonio would have
Keep
liked.
an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Nolan Gorman, 429 average, 4 homers, 11 RBIs, batting
So
left.
now to the plate, Nolan Gorman.
There's a fly ball to center field. Center fielder is under it, and there's the second out.
The runner will tag from second, and he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Now at the plate, Josiah Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Josiah Gray, 417 average, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. Batting right.
As a look now, the
First pitch.
This one's down
Ground
to third.
ball's got it. Throw to first. That will end the inning. But the Dodgers get 2 runs, 3 hits, and a runner left. We go to the 3rd. Dodgers lead it 2-0.
As the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We've played two. It's now a 2-0 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Carlos Leal.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs.
Carlos Leal, 252 average, 2 homers, 23 RBIs, batting left.
Leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat.
First pitch for Gray. Strike one.
Strike one.
Swinging a miss, strike two.
And now it's 0-2.
On a fastball.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw
Gray's
it breaking
first
away
next
to that
pitch
outer
for
part
Gray.
of the zone. This left-handed
Swinging a
batter right here has
miss
got
on the
two
slider for
decisions to make.
strike three,
Is he
and there's the
gonna ground
first
out
down
to
the
second
third.
base all day, or he's going to drive the ball the other way.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Carlos Leal becomes the first out of the inning.
Bowden Francis, 3.6 average, no homers, 3 RBIs, batting right. There's the fly ball to right field. Riley has got it, and there's the second out. Brusdar Grotterol will start for the Dodgers tomorrow, as Corey Ray grounded out his first time up. Final meeting between the Dodgers and the Missions tomorrow.
Into the windup, here comes the
Next
0-1.
pitch.
Hold high
Fly
in the
ball
air
to
out to
right field. Right fielder's got it. And there's the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Missions. We go to the bottom of the inning. Dodgers lead at 2-0.
Bottom of the third now, and next to bat will be the outfielder.
Barrett Barnes flew out his first time up.
Securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the
fly ball to
innings.
left field.
Lifted in the air out towards left center.
The fielder going back, and this one's over the wall for a ground rule double.
Take it over the outfield wall, and
Michael Bush singled his first time up.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it
Fly
bounces
ball to
off
right
that hard
field, and he can't make the catch as that's a base hit.
And they'll put the brakes
Runners
on
at first and runners at corners with nobody out for Jacob Amaya.
Being a pretty big inning, B-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first
Boink.
and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth.
Jacob
right
Amaya
here. He's gonna
grounded
have to
out his
start
first time
executing
up.
pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Line
Fly
towards
ball
center
to
field.
center field. Center fielder's
Catch
got
made
it, and
in
there's
center.
one
Here comes
away.
the runner from third. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Sac RBI for Jacob Amaya, and the Dodgers have a 3-0 lead. RBI for Jacob, his 38th on the season. 109th and 110th RBIs for Keibert Ruiz on that 2-run homer. I'll bring up DJ Peters, who singled his first time up.
1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set. Here it comes.
First pitch. There's a bunt attempt that is caught, and there's the second out. Keibert Ruiz belted a 2-run homer his first time up, switch hitter batting left.
Keibert Ruiz will dig into the plate.
First pitch.
Pause, now the pitch. Oh, and
There's a fly ball deep right field. Is it fair? And it is gone.
That ball was crushed.
Second home run tonight for Keibert Ruiz. And the Dodgers have a 5-0 lead.
Well, teams have absolutely been teeing off on him the last couple of games. He gave up 3 bombs last time out, and he's already given up 2 here in the early going. You want your pitchers to be consistent, but not consistently bad.
Yeah.
Into the box now, Luke Raley.
First pitch.
Line toward the gap in left center.
Drive to left Center, and that is a base hit.
Down out there for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind.
And that will do it for him.
Gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the 3rd inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
That's it for Bowden Francis.
Making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than...
Shelby Miller, the new pitcher for the Missions. 47th appearance, 4-3 record. 2.96 earned run average, 85 innings, 29 runs, 28 earned on 76 hits, 80 strikeouts, 20 walks. Opponents batting .234 against lefties, .244 against righties. Final line score for Francis, 2 2/3 of an innings, 5 runs, 8 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. So we still need one more out to conclude the 3rd.
Into the box, Justin Yurchak, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Ball 1. Flew out his first time up.
And he takes a cold strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
3 runs already home here.
Yep, 3 runs.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Strike 2. There's that will mean one more round now in the inning.
Miller sets.
Next
Here it is
pitch.
on 2-2.
Got low ball 3.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of getting in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses.
That's ball 4.
So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Nolan Gorman. Find out his first time up.
Ready now, Nolan Gorman. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First delivery to him on the way. And he goes the
Fly
other way.
ball deep left field, going back to the wall,
left.
and it's
And
off
that
the
is
wall.
off the
1 run is scored. 2 more RBIs for Nolan Gorman. It's a 2 RBI double, and the Dodgers have a 7-0 lead.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn in.
Josiah Gray grounded out his first time out. RBIs for Gorman, his 12th and 13th on the season. As I have no clue what I did to my phone. Oh, there it is. It was covering up. Round out his first time up.
To the plate now, Josiah Gray. And he pops up the bunt attempt.
He got it over the first. That will finally end the inning, but not before the Dodgers. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 1 left. We go to the 4th. Dodgers lead it 7-0.
Question that decision as the side is retired. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. On now to the top of inning number 4. Oklahoma's out in front here, 7-0. All set for the start of the fourth. And stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Bryce Terang. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
What?
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Low ball
Tough pitch
two.
to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Two next pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider for strike three, and there's one away in the fourth.
It's always nice to keep a guy
Third
that has
strikeout
good
for
wheels
Josiah.
off base, and
Ryan
that's just what they
Keatley
did
0
right
for
there. Big strikeout. Keep
Lined
that
out
guy
his
off the
first
base,
time
man.
up.
The pitch.
0 for 4 in the series.
Ryan
Swing
Keatley
and miss,
at the
strike
plate
one
now.
on the
He's quickly
fastball.
behind 0-1. Pitch on the way.
Next pitch.
Hit
Round
back
ball.
up the middle. He's got it.
Bush has got it. Wrote a first, and there's the second out. Logan Morrison singled his first time out.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
First pitch. Found away.
He's going to be
Round
thinking
Rock
about
playing
that pitch
Wichita.
all night
That's
if he
who
doesn't
the
have a
Missions
big
will
game
play
right
next.
here. Pulled his front shoulder
Swing
and
and a miss,
everything
strike
went
two.
with it.
Behind 0-2 now.
This pitch.
The slider
Called
freezes him
for
at the
strike
plate.
three,
A
and that's
called
the
third
inning.
strike, and
1,
the
2,
inning
3
comes
go
to
the
a
Missions.
close.
We go to the bottom of the fourth. The Dodgers lead at 7-0.
So the batting order turns over now.
1 for 2 for Barrett Barnes. Flew on the first,
Set
double
to
in the
go,
third.
Barrett Barnes. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
There's a fly ball to deep
high
left
ball headed for
field,
the left
heading
field
back to
corner. If
the
it
wall,
stays
and
there,
it's
gone.
foul.
Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
This pitch for Shelby.
Another one
Swings
fouled
and
off,
fouls
and
it
he's
back.
quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ground ball base
There's a
hit.
line drive base hit to left field. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat.
See how Barrett
In the
Barnes
number 2
will do.
spot.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the
Michael
baseball,
Bush.
and delivers a hard hit line drive.
2 for 2 with a couple of singles and a run. First and the third. We'll see what he does in the fourth.
At the plate, Michael Bush, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer
And
half.
strike
It's
one.
strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Miller's got the next pitch.
Ready
Height.
with the 0-1.
Michael Bush grounded out last night. So he has got a couple of singles.
Popped up.
That's a popped up.
And he'll lunge
That's the
forward to make
first
the
out
catch
in the
for the
fourth.
first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Jacob Amaya
Stepping
had
in,
a sack
Jacob
RBI
Amaya, 0 for
his
1
first
for
time
him
out.
here in this one. A check on first by Miller.
We're over the
A dive,
first.
but he's back.
Not on time.
Another look to first.
Yeah, another
And a
throw to
dive, but he's
first.
back.
So my cat needs 11. Wish I would lay on my cat. Miller's first pitch.
Delivery to him on the way.
Strike
Lays off
ball
1-0.
1. 1 for 3 with a single hit that game. That was against the Express. Did not play yesterday. 1 for 3 with a single on Sunday.
Right back at him
And
hit
that
him.
got him.
Unable
And
to
not in
recover.
time.
He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign.
Yep. 1 for 2 for DJ Peters. That's not good for Shelby, the ex-Cardinal who won the World Series in 2011. Single in the second, line down the third for DJ Peters tonight.
Stepping in now, DJ Peters.
Peters.
Line towards center field.
Center fielder. Center field's gone, and there's the second out.
Now batting, catcher, K-Burke. Ruiz.
Digging in the switch hitter, Keibert Ruiz. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
Well, man, this
homer. Second and the third.
One of the problems, this guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Miller sets. Here's the 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. He'll get
almost got it, throw to first, and that will end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We go the 5th. The Dodgers lead at 7-0.
So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Dodgers lead this one 7-0. Giancarlo Cabrera is going to come on as a defensive replacement.
Giancarlo Cabrera, the first baseman.
Carlos Sepulveda is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second.
So that will be it for Yurchik and for Jacob Amaya. Yurchik got a walk and a run scored. Gorman got 2 RBIs and a run score, so that's not bad. Probably the only reliever, so at least Michael Bush will get the continue to play.
Ready to go in the top of the 5th. And
Lucas Erceg struck out his first time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
That's fouled away.
Into the windup,
Next
here comes
pitch.
the 0-1. He looks like a
miss,
strike
strike 2.
Swing in the club on that one. It's 0-2 now. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
Now batting, C.J. Hinojosa. He flew out.
C.J. Hinojosa flew out his first time up.
Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
The
1-0 count, next pitch. Out of the way. Jeanette
P2
P2 Entertainment LLC, how are you doing? As that's second out. Jameer P2, how are you doing? Keon Bruxton flew out his first time up. He's batting right.
Keon Bruxton flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Doing fine. Cool. First pitch. That's high, ball 1. Dodgers lead at 7-0 over the San Antonio Missions. That's called for a strike.
Bases are
On a
empty here with
fastball.
2 men out.
Race next pitch.
And
That swung and fouled it back.
Ready on 1 and 2.
It's outside, ball 2. San Antonio is the parent club of the Milwaukee Brewers. This used to be the Colorado Springs Sky Sox, so that's fouled away towards right field. Dodgers in their 5th season as AAA parent club of the LA Dodgers. That's strike 3 to end the inning.
So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through.
That's a 1-2-3 for the San Antonio Missions.
Out in front, 7-0.
Halfway through, Dodgers lead at 7-0. Luke Raley, 2 doubles and a run tonight.
He came across to score after
double in the second and the third.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this
That's a strike 1. Devin Williams. Devin Williams in the bullpen warming up for San Antonio.
Now the pitch.
Next pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 1. On a curveball. This pitch. Swings at the ground ball to Sepulveda's got it. Throw to first, and it's offline, excuse me. So that is a base hit, and indeed it is. Oh, that was Bryce Terang. He tried to throw it to first at Heatley, and that's nobody out. So that's a base hit. Carlos Sepulveda, 337 average, 10 homers, 40 RBIs, batting left. Strike 1.
He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll enter play here up near the 340 mark. 10 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. And this misses the outside corner, so it's not enough.
Outside ball 1.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third.
That's 2-2.
It's ball 2.
Swing, ball 2. Next pitch. Swings as a ground ball, and that's Hahn. There's the first down.
Runner gets back, no double play.
Now batting, third baseman, nowhere.
Nolan Gorman got 2 RBIs. 2 RBI double in the third. Line down the second.
1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners on first with 1 down.
That's
in the dirt here.
In the dirt, ball 1.
Skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Side ball 2. Miller's next pitch. It's outside for strike 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Excuse me.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Yep.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called. And
that fastball called for strike 3. And there is the second out. Josiah Gray bunted in the third. Sack bunt. Ground down the second, ground down the third, which was a sack bunt.
First pitch of the at bat.
There's a fly ball to right field. Right fielder's got it. That's the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. Or actually, let me check. No, I was right. Okay.
Take the catch on the move, and that ends the inning.
Yep, no runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the 6th. Dodgers lead at 7-0.
Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Leal will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues.
Carlos Leal struck out his first time up.
First pitch on its way.
That's strike one. Here Club Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. That's outside ball one. Game went 15 innings last night at Dodger Stadium. Next pitch. Swings at the ground ball, fly ball, and that's caught. Away.
And there's one gone. Jace Peterson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11, Jace Peterson.
Jace Peterson, 251 average, so he's batting left. First pitch is strike one. That'll do it for Shelby Miller. He at least eked out a couple of innings. 2 1/3 innings, a run on 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Much better performance.
0-1 count and the pitch. Hard hit ball
Ground ball
to
Sepulveda over the first. There's 2 away.
Corey Ray. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Ran out in the first, run in the third.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
We'll have your movie coming up next after this game. That's ball one.
Over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Next pitch.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat. This guy's been really patient. Now he's in the driver's seat, sitting with the 2-0 count.
Next pitch.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Now the 2-1. Two out, nobody on.
2 balls and a strike, the pitch. Swings at the ground ball to left field for a base hit. It's the second hit for the Missions tonight.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be worried if I'm Josiah Gray. Josiah's been pitching well of late.
So now to the plate, Bryce Terang, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first
That's strike one.
No hits to this point.
Hill 1. Gray's next pitch.
Count. Here it comes.
Spot side ball 1. 1 for 4 with a single last night for Terang. Next pitch. Here's a pop-up. Michael Bush gets it.
So no
That's the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. Bottom of the inning. Dodgers lead at 7-0.
In the home half of the sixth. Oklahoma's out in front here, 7-0. Devin Williams gets the call.
Devin Williams, the new pitcher.
Sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Devin Williams, the new pitcher for the Missions. 60th appearance, 8-6 record, a 4.76 earned run average. 75 2/3 of an innings, 44 runs, 40 earned on 91 hits, 54 strikeouts, 40 walks. Opponents batting .311 against lefties, .305 against righties.
Bottom of the sixth inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Barrett Barnes.
Barrett Barnes.
Smoked on the ground
ball base hit.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
13th hit for the Dodgers tonight.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4.
Michael Bush, 2 for 3 tonight.
Bounce it to the left side.
And they can find the ball. And by the time they find it, it's a base hit.
Things are going really good. How about a
Not looking good for the Missions. 295 average for Giancarlo Cabrera. 15 homers, 30 RBIs, batting right. First pitch, here's the fly ball to right field. Right fielder's got it, and there's the first out.
Getting an infield single for his third knock of the game. That's awesome.
Williams coming out of the bullpen shaky, 1 for 3, single for DJ Peters, single in the second, line down the third and the fourth.
On the fly out. Now he's only 90 feet away with one
out of the way.
Out in front of it, strike one. Runners are at the corners with one
pitch.
man out.
Fastball called for strike two.
Part of the plate, 0-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for
Swing
the
and a miss on a curveball for strike 3. And there's the second out. First strikeout for Devin Williams.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. DJ Peters becomes out number 2 this inning.
Keibert Ruiz, who belted 2 home runs in the second and in the third. That one was barely fair. Nice look at the crowd. Second and third, ground down the fourth. So he's 2 for 3 tonight with a couple of homers. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Switch hitter batting left. Williams next pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball for strike 2.
Hey, it's looking
Next
like
pitch.
he may be able to get out of this one.
Fly ball to
Giving up
left
2
field. The
singles
left, that's fouled away.
Ready with another
Next
0-2.
pitch.
Hit on the
Ground
ground
ball.
out to short.
Throw to first, and that will end the inning.
And the 2-out threat will.
So that's no runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the 7th. The Dodgers lead at 7-0.
So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning coming up. The Dodgers lead it 7-0.
7-0 for the Dodgers. Tonight's game brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
The first baseman / DH Ryan Healy.
Ryan Heatley, the first baseman / DH.
Move into the later innings.
7 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Missions. Daniel Vols here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer back in our 1340 studios is David Heller. Tonight's game presented by Heartland Flyers, celebrating 20-plus years of service in Oklahoma.
Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners.
Ryan Heatley 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch.
Get them back into this one.
Swing and a miss on the slider for strike 1.
Way out in front.
Line down the first, ground down the
That
fourth.
swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Ground ball over the first, one away.
The throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Logan Morrison 1 for 2 tonight. Single in the second, strikeout in the fourth.
He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down
Out of the
looking.
way, strike
Everybody
1 on the
does it, though.
slider.
You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look
San
for him to be on the
Antonio
attack early in this
mathematically
at-bat.
eliminated. Also, the Aviators of Las Vegas got eliminated. Oh, the first, and that's the second out.
As now there are 2 away.
Lucas Erceg.
So digging in now, Lucas Erceg.
Strikeout in the second, hit by a pitch in the 5th.
Last time up, he was
Dodgers
hit by a
leading
pitch.
at 7-0 here in the
First pitch of the
7th.
at-bat.
First pitch. Out of the way on a ground ball. That was on the slider.
Here comes the 0-1.
Gray's next pitch.
Maybe
Swing and a
little
miss on the
jumpy there.
fastball
He
for
swings
strike
through the
2.
fastball.
So far, this has been a terrific outing.
Next
for
pitch
this
for
guy.
Gray.
Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum.
Here's a fly ball
locating
to
his
left
fastball
field.
on both sides of the
Peters
plate.
is under
Good
it,
command of-
makes the
And the
catch,
center
and the
fielder
Missions
is
down
under
in
to make
orders.
the
We
catch.
stretch this
And
thing
the
in
inning is over.
Oklahoma. The Dodgers leading at 7-0. Tonight's play of the game will be presented by Courtyard by Marriott. And that candidate looking like it'll be
In now, Luke Raley trying to keep it going.
Keibert Ruiz.
Perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Strike
Curveball looked
1
good
for
here
Luke
for strike
Raley,
1.
3 for 3 tonight. Double in the second and the third, single in the 5th. Zach Rex, Tyler White not playing tonight.
That's in there.
Strike two. Probably trying to rest your key players for the playoffs.
Pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He can bounce something or
swings
go
the fly ball to
fastball.
center field. The center fielder is under it. And there's the first out in the seventh.
And there's one gone.
Dodgers will play either Memphis or somebody else.
Bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
For the first strike.
Then they go to the Pacific Coast League Championship game. If they win that, they'll be PCL champions and go to the AAA National Championship game.
And that's
that's the second out. Which reminds me, I'll look up while we're in the seventh. Nolan Gorman, line down the second, double in the third, line down the fifth. This year's AAA National Championship game, even though it was canceled, it was supposed to be, as I just almost derp, National. Trying to see who's hosting the National Championship game. It was supposed to be let me check here. That was last year. We were supposed to be in Memphis. It was supposed to be at Las Vegas Ballpark, home of the Aviators.
Coming to the plate now, Nolan Gorman.
So be at Las Vegas this year. 9:05 first pitch, ground ball for over the first,
and
that will end the inning.
Throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning.
Here.
Eighth inning coming up.
Dodgers lead at 7-0.
7-0. So stepping in.
1, 2, 3 for the Dodgers. Hinojosa flew on the second, double play in the fifth.
Half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early
ball
on the mound, partly due to the lead
for the
these guys
first.
gave him to take
One
some of
away
the
in the
pressure
eighth.
off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Keaton Broxton 0 for 2 tonight. Strike on the flew on the first, or second, excuse me. Strike on the fifth. By the way, the AAA All-Star game was supposed to be at the new ballpark in Las Vegas.
Sent out to straightaway
My ball to center field. Hopefully they'll reschedule it at Las Vegas next year, or the following year, excuse me.
Digging in now, Carlos Leal.
Carlos
Down to
Leal.
their final 4 outs here tonight.
Fouled away. Strikeout in the third, line down the
Bases are empty
sixth.
here with 2 men out. Pulled toward
There's a
right center
check.
field. Right fielder giving
Ball
chase.
caught.
He gets there to
That's
make
the
the
inning.
catch, and that
Nothing
ends
for the
inning.
Missions. We go to the bottom of the eighth. The Dodgers lead it by a score of 7-0.
So here now is the pitcher, Josiah Gray. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Ground down the second and the third, line down the fifth.
When a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him.
Swing and
He's
a
been
miss, strike
exciting to
one.
watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
There's a fly ball to right field. Morrison's got it. And there's the first out.
Has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Dodgers leading at 7-0. Barrett Barnes 3 for 4 tonight. Flew on the first, double in the third, single in the fourth, and then the
Top of the lineup,
sixth.
stepping in, Barrett Barnes. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Hit
Out of
down
the
the
way.
third baseline.
Devin Williams has been pitching well. Line score for Williams as of right now: 2 hits and a strikeout in 2 2/3 of an innings. 2 1/3 innings, excuse me. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Speeds there. It's 0-2.
Well, the AAA All-Star game after you figure out who's going to be in
He
it.
looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Well, the first, there's the second out.
For the out, 3 unassisted.
Michael Bush 3 for 4 tonight. Single in the first and the third. Popped down the fourth.
Now
Single in the
box,
sixth.
Michael Bush. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Ground ball, and that's caught. That's the inning. 1-2-3 got the Dodgers. We go to the ninth. They have a 7-0 lead. Dodgers are 3 outs away.
Tristan Lutz is going to pinch
Tristan
hit here to lead off the ninth, and with his
239 average, no homers, 9 RBIs.
He'll just need to try and get on base here.
Batting right, first pitch. Swings at the ground ball to the shortstop. We're to first, and there's the first out. Good job by Giancarlo Cabrera stretching it out, getting the out. Corey Ray 1 for 3 tonight. Ground on the first, flew on the third, single in the sixth. Don't forget after this one, the Dodgers postgame report.
For him in his last at bat. Swung on and lifted in the air.
There's
to
a
left center.
fly ball left field. That's a base
into
hit.
The gap and should be extra bases. But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases.
That's a base hit.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a
0 for 3 tonight for Bryce Terang. They will not get the double play, however. Third hit for the Missions tonight.
That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Unassisted ground on the first, strikeout on the fourth, flew on the sixth.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Swing and a miss on a slider for strike 1.
It's 0-1. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yes, he did. Next pitch for Gray.
0-1 on its way. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down.
We're to first, and there's a not in time.
He's in there, a very close play at first.
4th hit for the Missions tonight. Ryan Heatley grounded out, lined down the first, ground on the 4th and 7th. He needs to be careful here. If they get a double play, that won the game. Point that out.
Into the box now. Ryan Healy trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up.
That's
Gray
caught.
is there, and he'll bring.
And they are trying to advance the runner.
This one
and he's going to get him, and that's going to end the game.
They got him, and with that, the ball game is over.
Dodgers win it 7-0. As Josiah Gray gets a 4-hit shutout, wins it 7-0.
From the first inning through the ninth, totally dominant in this one.
Good job, Josiah.
7-0 shutout final score tonight. Oklahoma City took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Josiah Gray earns win number 7 on the season. Bowden Francis permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base.
8 men left on base for the Dodgers.
For the Missions, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base.
4 men left on base for the Missions.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes.
3 hours and 8 minutes.
Thank you for joining us here this evening. We
In front of 12,651 fans. With the win, the Dodgers improved to, I think, 94 and 32. Missions fall to 62 and 62. Winning pitcher Josiah Gray gave up 4 hits, got no walks and 5 strikeouts, no runs as well. He improves to 7-1. Bowden Francis got the loss, 6 runs, 8 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. He falls to 8-6, no save there. Recapping the scoring in the 2nd and 3rd innings before we go on scores. Our play of the game, by the way, presented by Courtyard by Marriott. We go back to the 2nd after a single by DJ Peters. Keibert Ruiz belted a 2-run homer to right field, gave the Dodgers the lead, and they kept it for good. Keibert Ruiz's 2-run homer, the play of the game, presented by Courtyard by Marriott. In the 3rd, and the final inning that scored, after a ground roll double for Barrett Barnes, Michael Bush got a single. Jacob Amaya got a sac RBI to score. Barnes made it 3-0. And then Keibert Ruiz belted a 2-run homer, make score by 5-0. And then Nolan Gorman got a double to score Rayleigh and Yurchik, and the Dodgers won it 7-0 so far. Let's take a look at some scores around the International and the PCL so I can shut up the announcers for once. Actually, I'll give you the records if I am correct. 94 and correction. 64 and 64 for San Antonio Dodgers, improved to 94 and 34 on the season. Let me take care of the announcers real quick before we go over scores around the rest of the International and PCL.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, Matt Basker. Welcome to the show.
Alright, there we go. Let's take a look at some scores around the rest of the International and the PCL here this evening. As I should go ahead and save while I'm thinking about it, so I don't derp. Probably play a double header just to be safe than sorry. I'll be on Friday. I'll try to do it early so I can get it out of the way. Let's take a look at some scores around the International and the PCL. Norfolk beat Charlotte 4-3. Dylan Tate, the winning to 4-2. Adalbert Magia, the loss falls to 1-4. The runs in the contest in Norfolk. Pekila had a solo shot for the Knights. Dunez had 2 RBIs for Charlotte. Reed and Daz had home runs for the Tide in the win. Wilkes-Barre Scranton beat Pawtucket 8-2. Chad Bettis, the winning to 9-4. Tanner Hodge, the loss falls to 4-14. The runs in the contest in Pawtucket. Garnett, Tachman, Ford, Frazier, Degan, Ruta, and Herrera had RBIs for the Riders. Smith had a solo shot for the Red Sox, and Lynn had a RBI single for Pawtucket. Durham beat Gwinnett 5-4. Blake Bevins, the Lens, improves to 4-2. Chad Sobotka, the loss falls to 1-5. The runs in the contest at Durham. Hamilton, Unroe, Solerda, and Reggio had RBIs for the Stripes. For the Bulls, Edwards Franco had RBIs, and Miller had a game-winning RBI for Durham in the contest. Buffalo beat Lehigh Valley 5-2. Sean Reed Foley, the winning to 4-10. Adonis Medea, the loss falls to 7-10. The runs in the contest in Buffalo. Gonsolin had 2 solo shots for the Iron Pigs. Martini, Joseph, and Espinal had RBIs for the Bison in the win. Columbus beat Toledo 5-4. James Hoyt got the winning to 3-0. Kyle Funkhauser, the loss falls to 6-7. The runs in the contest in 11 innings at Toledo. Chu had a solo shot for the Clippers. Gonzalez and Bowers had RBIs as well for Columbus. Sebeque had an RBI and a 3-run homer for the Mud Hens in the contest. Rochester beat Syracuse 4-3. Fernando Romero, the winning to 7-8. Thomas Zapuki, the loss falls to 4-3. He got a win and a loss this week in the series. The runs in the contest in Rochester, New York. Thomas had a solo shot for the Mets. Rodriguez and Parker had RBIs for Syracuse. Austin had a solo shot for Rochester. Blankenhorn, Bechtold, and Grotterol also had RBIs for Rochester in the win. Finally, Louisville beat Indianapolis 10-4. Jackson Stevens, the winner, 8-12. Cody Bolton, the loss falls to 1-3. The runs in the contest in Louisville. Burrito Murphy and Medrano had RBIs for the Indians. For the Bats, Callahan had 5 RBIs. Isbell had a 3-run homer for the Bats. Stevenson and Jarenkowski also had RBIs for Louisville in the contest. Now let's take a look at scores around the rest of the Pacific Coast the PCL, the Pacific Coast. Memphis beat Omaha by a score of 15-6. Evan Gruzinski, the winner, 8-3. Brady Singer, the loss falls to 6-11. The runs in the contest at AutoZone Park. Bobby Witt Jr. and Gutierrez had home runs for the Storm Chasers. Ryan McBroom also had an RBI for Omaha. For the Redbirds, Jose Martinez, O'Keefe had home runs for Memphis. Max Schrock had 6 RBIs. Drew Evans, Godoy, Martinez, Justin Turner also had RBIs for the Redbirds in the win. Nashville beat Iowa 4-1. Edison Volk has the Winnipers to 15-6. Abert Azalea, the loss falls to 4-14, which is probably good news for Nashville. Probably going to get into the playoffs. The runs in the contest at First Horizon Park. Moroff had a solo shot for the I-Cubs. For the Sounds, Apostle and Bird had home runs for Nashville. Alvarez and Larnach had RBIs for Nashville in the win. Wichita beat Round Rock 3-1. Josh Roeder, the Winnipers, to 5-3. CNL Perez, the loss falls to 2-10. The runs in the contest at Riverfront Stadium. Quintana had a RBI for the Express. For the Wind Surge, Ramos, JJ, Eric Spindler, and Rodriguez had RBIs for Wichita in the contest. Out west, Tacoma beat El Paso 5-2. During McConnon, the Winnipers to 4-5. Mackenzie Gord, the loss falls to 12-6. The runs in the contest at Southwest University Park. Jose Mamajos, Rodriguez, Hansen, Hudson, Bishop had RBIs for the Rainiers. For the Chihuahuas, it was Martinez and Abrams who had the RBIs for El Paso in the loss. Reno beat Albuquerque 5-1. Taylor Clark, the Winnipers, to 12-5. Matt Dennis, the loss falls to 4-11. The runs in the contest at Isotopes Park. Maris and Matheson had home runs. Maris and Matheson had home runs for the Aces. Jay and Curl also had RBIs for Reno. The only run scored was a Welker RBI double for the Isotopes in the loss. Sacramento beat Las Vegas 4-3. Tony Watson got his first win of the season. He is 1-0. Donnie Hart got his first loss. He's 1-1. The runs in the contest at Sacramento's Southern Health Park. Way had a solo shot for the Aviators. Brown had 2 RBIs for Las Vegas. Sanchez had a 2-run homer for the River Cats. Barton Howard also had RBIs for Sacramento. Salt Lake took on Fresno. They won it 3-2. Luke Bard, the Winnipers, at 8-5. Jonathan Germain got his first loss. He falls to 2-1. The runs in the contest at Chachansky Park. Brandon Marsh had 2 RBIs, and Jose Rojas had RBI for the Bees. Two-run homer for Harrison for the Grizzlies in the contest. And that is your scoreboard for the rest of the PCL and the Dodgers as far as that's concerned. Around the Dodgers organization, we'll start from bottom to top. AA Tulsa fell at home to Arkansas 5-2. Jake Haber, the Winnipers, to 5-3. Luis Vasquez, the loss falls to 2-3. The runs in the contest at Winnow Field. Zimmerelli, Larson, Rowley, and Muscala had RBIs for the Travelers. Errol Robertson and Burnman had RBIs for the Drillers in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers fell to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 6-4. They split the 2-game set. Dodgers and Angels also split the 4-game freeway set. Felix Pena, the Winnipers, 11-3. Dustin May picked up his first loss. He falls to 0-1. Runs in the contest at Dodger Stadium. Albert Pujols had RBI for the Fletcher had RBIs. Justin Upton, Lacerta had RBIs, and Stassi also had RBIs for the Angels. So the Angels beat the Dodgers, so they split the 4-game set. Justin Turner had 2 RBIs for the Dodgers. Max Muncy had an RBI, also had 2 doubles on the night. Zach McKinstry also had an RBI for the Dodgers. Pena run on 2 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Dustin May in his Dodgers debut got his first loss not only with the LA Dodgers, but his first loss of the season. 3 runs, 9 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Caleb Ferguson, 2/3 of an inning, got a strikeout. Blake Triton had 2 runs, 2 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Alexander had a 1-2-3 inning. Kelly had a run on 2 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Jansen, a third of an inning with a strikeout, and Baz, 1-2-3. An inning, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Dodgers split the series. They're going to host the San Diego Padres tomorrow. Walker Buehler will start for the Dodgers, and Joey Lucchesi will start for San Diego at Dodger Stadium. Series finale between the Dodgers and the San Antonio Missions. After this, you only have 3 home games left. As after this, we'll have an 8-game road trip with Iowa and Wichita. So far, 7:05 first pitch tomorrow. Brusdar Graterol coming off a win against the Express last Friday night with a shutout. He's 12-4 with a 4.84 earned run average. Johan Belisaro will start for the Missions. He's 5-4 with a 2.95 earned run average. 7:05 first pitch. Gates open at 6. Tickets are available in the video game. Call 405-218-2100 or order your tickets at okcdodgers.com. Or stop by the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark box office located on South Mickey Mantle Drive. They are open tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. If you are unable to make it to the game, our live coverage will begin at 6:50 with Dodgers on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with a free iHeartRadio app. Dodgers are 77-28 at home. They're 17-6 in day games. How about that? As of now, Reno still has a nice lead over Sacramento and Tacoma. Grizzlies have been eliminated. Bees have a magic number to clinch is 6 over the Chihuahuas, and Albuquerque is third at 65-63. Las Vegas has been eliminated. Nashville has a 3-game lead over the Memphis Redbirds. The Iowa Cubs just recently got eliminated, so their playoff hopes are done as far as that's concerned. One last time from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, it was the Oklahoma City Dodgers 7, the San Antonio Missions nothing. 7 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Missions. Winning pitcher was Josiah Gray. He's 7-1. Bowden Francis, the loss falls to 8-6. Dodgers are 94-34. San Antonio falls to 64-64. For our producer and engineer, David Heller, back in our 1340 studios here this evening, this is Dan DeVoe saying goodnight from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will do it again tomorrow night. We hope you can join us then. You've been listening to OKC Dodgers Baseball, presented by Heartland Flyers, celebrating 20-plus years of service